I was doing a film in Indiana called Gila, about a giant Gila monster that attacks town on Christmas. Saved the day on that one.
I think I saw something. It was big, huge, it had a tail. Like a lizard, almost the size of a dinosaur.
Hey, there's something on the track up there.
The producer on that was friends with Mark Burchett, who was really good friends with James Cawley. And he knew that James Cawley was looking for a new Captain Kirk. And he had just seen me perform in this other film. And so word passed around, they looked me up and saw me, and the resemblance was so close. And they saw that I'd worked before, that I just got a call asking if I'd like to play Captain Kirk. If somebody calls you and asks you to play Captain Kirk, you say yes. I mean, there was nothing else to say. I talked to James on the phone, and he described, that it's a fan-based thing, and that people come in from everywhere to help out and help make the show what it is. And I really had no idea what to expect. I knew it was a series, and I actually had looked up some of the previous episodes, and I'd seen World Enough in Time, the one with George Takei.
Just a signal. Looks to Vesulu. But something's nae right.
Mr. Sulu, what was 30 years to you was 30 seconds to us.
Something else?
Alana.
Who is she?
She's my daughter.
And it was a really good episode. So I was like, yeah, it was a really good episode. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be great. And I'll never forget my first day. I showed up, and James brought me in and introduced me to everyone, and everyone just started clapping. And I just walked into the room. Nobody claps when I walk in. They leave sometimes, but everyone was clapping, and they were so welcoming and so nice and so excited. I was like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. That's what I was supposed to be doing. And yeah, I've enjoyed it ever since. It's really evolved in those 4 years. The first year we shot, and I remember literally I called my wife and I said, we're waiting for the paint to dry, because we would have to build a set, shoot out the set, we'll do all the shots we need to on that set, and then we'd have to tear it down because we didn't have space for more sets, and build another set and paint it and wait for the paint to dry before we could start filming again. And that was tricky because I'd never put in those hours before, had that much downtime before. It's easier if you're working constantly, you forget about how tired you're getting. But when you finally sit down, you remember, and then to get back up and go again, it's tricky. But since then, now we have a whole new space. We have all these sets built and ready to go. All we have to do is build, the set of whatever planet we're on, or any specialty sets. And we're still working on that. We're still building more and more, and I think it's just gotten better and better, which is really exciting.
What attracted me was, number one, the director, getting a chance to work with Mark. Look, I think in this industry, people do put projects together. They come on board. I went on a project. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I loved the director on it, which was Cowboys and Engines, which was a steampunk pilot with Malcolm McDowell.
Doubtful.
You saved Lincoln from that crackpot actor.
Ancient history.
What is that?
Trouble. Move.
And I went on that not knowing what it was going to be like, just because the director was really, really, for me, one of those people that you just can't help but want to work with. And I had met Mark a few years back and heard him speak and saw him lecture and teach and do the things he does, and saw the work he did on Exonar, and I was very, very impressed. And so I definitely wanted to work with him, so here was a great chance to do it. And he said, would you be interested in playing a role? And I said, well, it always comes down to the role. Good actors, it's the story, it's the role, it's those things. And so I wasn't sure what to expect, to tell you the truth, so I wasn't sure. And I hadn't seen very many, of the episodes of this web series. And so, web series can range from good to very, very bad, and I had no clue. And honestly, the most important thing to me is always the quality of the production, the quality of the people, the story, the character I'm playing. So, he sent me the script and said, just take a look at it and see if it's something you might be interested in. And I read it, and I thought, this is kind of a fun character, and I said, okay, and this is something that, you know, I could maybe do. Again, this has just been so warm, so cordial, so supportive, and to tell you the truth, fun, because it's been a very collaborative set. How everybody works with everybody. That was an experience I had on the new Battlestar, playing Tom Zarek. And the way the director and the actors and the writer and everybody works together to create something really unique and special. And this has been truly a surprise, big surprise. And James Cawley I had never met. And, you know, I hate to say it, in this industry, you know, I don't care who you are. People love you, people hate you, people put you up, put you down. You know, I'm sure people have read every conceivable kind of thing about me. The question is, who are you really? And the only way you know is by meeting you, right? And the only way is by working with somebody. And I am honestly very surprisingly impressed at the honesty, the integrity, the warmth, and the giving nature of James Cawley and the way that he treats everybody with respect, the way his crew loves him. I mean, if I knew anything, it's not about how somebody treats you, it's how he treats everybody else. And so I was incredibly impressed by that. So I'm, like I said, every step of the way has been a surprise for me, and I am so glad that I actually came on this production to play the role.
Do you have any idea how much I've missed you?
Little of that mystery remains, my love.
Natira, you betrayed United. You, least of all, deserve the Oracle's mercy.
Listen, Captain.
No, you listen to me, Admiral. Someone attacked our embassy, maybe on purpose. For all we know, you were the target.
Blasphemers must be punished.
We came here to help you now.
By defying the law of the Oracle, by seducing our High Priestess and spying on us.
A lot of good people died. Right now, diplomacy doesn't interest me. Justice does.
The Aethera and the Oracle, always together, ruling from the shadows. Now the shadows are gone. Now we rule in the light.
Jim, we violated the Prime Directive.
The killing has only begun.
Son, it's a one call breach. She looks evasive.
Just one woman destroyed that vessel.
There were over 432 men and women aboard that ship.
I'll soon be joined by a great many more.
Orthros isn't just arming a few dart guns. He's gonna infect the whole planet.
It would kill millions, both Lazulian and Fabrini.
Let the purge begin.